reaction now, Jojo?
Absolutely. I'm not sure whether we have Baba Slabisa already.
We do.
From the leader of the IFP. Let's go straight there to talk to Baba Slabisa. Good evening to you. What is your reaction to the changes in the National Executive?
Good evening, my brother, as well as the other guests, as the viewers of eNCA. First of all, from the word go, the IFP was not in favor of the ministry responsible for electricity. But now that the president has decided so, in terms of the incumbent, yes, the ability, capacity is there. I hope he will play a supportive role for ESCOM to deal decisively with the issue of load shedding. We still maintain reinforcement must be done at ESCOM, other than creating a new ministry which adds to the bloated cabinet, which will imply more money needed for the new ministry. What the president should have concentrated on is to deal with the reinforcement on ESCOM, the board capacity, the necessary manpower required to be hands-on to bring an end to load shedding, other than creating a new ministry. But with the incumbent in terms of capacity and knowledge, we have no question or doubt, but it was a wrong decision from the word go. All efforts should have been done to reinforce ESCOM, the board, people who will be hands-on to deal with the challenge.
Yeah. Now that the decision is there, how do you think that that minister can maneuver the coordination that is being put on his desk, especially the coordination between the minerals and energy and public enterprises? What would be your own words of wisdom there for him? Because if he succeeds, I suppose that the country succeeds, because this thing is killing the economy, as you well know.
What one would say is that only time will tell, but he should use his knowledge in the field of trying to turn things around, not want to allow politics from the two previous ministers who had not been helpful in dealing with load shedding. If he can try to concentrate on and listen to what people at ESCOM, the engineers, people in the field, what they are raising as key challenges in order to fast-track issues around supply chain processes. If he can concentrate on that now that he is there, he might add value, but only time will tell whether the president made the right decision to appoint a new minister instead of concentrating on reinforcing around people on the ground.
There's another minister of planning and evaluation, which I think you would agree is a very critical, in a sense, role that has to be exercised somewhere by the presidency. And it looks like, at least in my view, that it's not been exercised a lot. We've never had any serious engagement with performance agreement, for example. Do you welcome that change, although it also begets another ministry?
Well, is another ministry. The problem that we know with the ruling party, they are not decisive in terms of consequence management, in terms of holding ministers accountable to the performance agreement, because we haven't seen any move by the president to ensure that ministers are accountable. You see, in the issue of crime, the Minister of Police really, the president should have done something. Crime is killing our country, and there is no consequence that we see being implemented to ensure that the minister is up to scratch with his work to ensure that he brings down crime that is killing our country.
Mr. Tlabisa, thank you very much for your comment. We hope to host you soon for a longer conversation, but thank you for your time tonight.
All right.